which is located in the Juma Game Reserve of South Africa. My name is Simon. Thank you for tuning in. And this is a show where you guys can ask us questions. You can do so by either logging on to the We social network, where you can go to wildearth.ning.com/chat. That will get you right to the chat room. Or you could also send questions to our email at finalcontrol@wildearth.tv. So I just want to say thank you for tuning in, as well as thank you for tuning in for the game drive and the walk that we had. I'll let Sipiwe here introduce herself.
Thank you, Simon. Good morning, everyone. Spur speaking here at the Final Control Center. I'm well this morning. It's just hot in our side. I don't know where you are, but around at Juma, it's too hot. I don't know what to do today because yesterday I want to die about the hot. So for now, I think it's a chat show. Enjoy with Simon. I will join again later, but maybe Peter and Herman will come to say hello and meet you guys because they were on holiday, so they are back now to the camp to join us. So I think we work is not good today. There was a breaking up and a lot of things, pictures and sound was not the way it is. So just keep on watching, don't go away, stay with us and enjoy WeChat. I hope Peter Brett will fix it, sound and picture and everything that it causes the problem on we work. So you can feel free to send message from Final Control Center or in the link side to ask question and everything. So for now, enjoy with us.
Go back to the water hole right now. As Pee-wee mentioned, it's kind of hot out there. So not a lot of animal activities right at the moment. As you can see, it's kind of quiet here at the Gary watering hole. But as the day goes on, I'm sure more animals will come to drink because this is one of the only kind of good water sources in long distance for them to come. So yeah, there'll be plenty of things coming out. Just like last night, there was plenty of hyena actions at the watering hole. To where this morning we got some email Final Control wondering what some of the animals were and wondering about the hyenas because I guess at one point a hyena brought part of kill with it to the watering hole, stuck it in the water and stuck around for a little bit. And looked at the camera, I guess, and then picked it up and went away. To where, yeah, there was actually a lot of hyena action just right outside our camp, just behind Pete's little room there with the fence, to where we could actually hear the hyenas doing lots of different calls, as well as we could actually hear them feeding upon something. We weren't too sure what, but yeah, it was interesting last night, as well as when we were all around the fire. I forget when we were just standing around. Some of us were sitting, and yeah, we just happened to look over by the clothesline, and Karula had popped by just briefly, just a few meters away from us, and yeah, I ran in quickly to try and get my video camera with the infrared gear, and by the time I got out, she had already left. And so for those that kind of watched the water hole cam for a little bit, that's what the picture-in-picture was up in the right corner. For what people don't know, picture-in-picture, we don't have it hooked up yet with the FCC and the new setup down here, the combination new setup and old setup. But what the picture-in-picture does is up in the corner or wherever we can put another picture, and in the top right corner we had our clothesline just in case if Kurula came back, but we had set that up, but then the hyenas came around, and then there were some buffalo out front, and as well as some elephants not too far out in the distance. So it was pretty safe to say that she didn't come back here last night, but you guys saw her on the morning drive a couple times where she was just close to the watering hole and then a little bit farther away. So yeah, so that's lots of activity last night, and hopefully things will start picking up more. And yeah, just lots of hyenas going to the watering hole to drink at occasion, because we were actually here listening to some just off in the distance, and I'd kind of come check the cameras, and one would kind of come and take a drink, so that was interesting. So yeah, never really a dull moment here at WildEarth. Just sometimes it's pretty quiet, but at times, other times it's not. And yeah. Looks like we had question from Ems is wondering why was the picture not as good as it's been all week? I think you're talking about the walk, Ems. We're still just testing out how far we can go with the system and still figuring out any technical problems that might be having. So I guess today we discovered some new stuff. So we're not quite too sure why we were losing picture and sound a lot more than when Rex and I were testing out the system. Could have been that we weren't in line of sight with the backpack antenna and the antenna on the vehicle. So we'll just have to see what happens. And then I think at one point the battery on the vehicle actually went dead a little bit. So that could also have been a problem to where there might not have been enough power to transmit all the time. So that's why could have been some drop in the picture and sound all the time. But we're going to try and figure that out and sort it out, and hopefully it'll be better. But I think it's still a lot smoother than the old analogs. So we'll just keep trying at it, and hopefully one day we'll kind of still have a clear picture and clear sound throughout all of it, with maybe just one or two little dropouts here and there, not too much. So we're working on it. Yeah, it seems like a comment was like maybe the new system doesn't like Pete. Don't know about that. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe it was like a welcome back to the camp from the break. It's like, okay, yeah, I think everything's gonna go smoothly. Nope, just a reminder that every day is a new challenge. So maybe that was it. We'll have to see. But yeah, hopefully it'll be back and running tomorrow. Of course, we're still gonna attempt to do the walks all the rest of the week at 9 a.m. Central African time, and we'll just keep playing it by ear, testing how far we can go, what we can do, what we can't do, and hopefully it will be good again. So yeah, and once again, for anybody that's tuning in, you're looking at the Gary watering hole here at the Juma Game Reserve, and you're in WeChat with me right now, Simon, here in the Final Control Center. And this is an opportunity for you guys to ask us any questions here at WildEarth, where you can log on to the chat room, or you can send us an email at finalcontrol@wildearth.tv. And yeah, you can also just send us any questions you might have anytime throughout the game drives, or sometimes during the day if there's some animals or various things at the watering hole that come, because we do like to try and answer as many questions as possible, as well as it's pretty good if you're in the chat room and lots of people know before us and have a chance to type things out really quickly and get the answers pretty much right away, which is an amazing thing here with WildEarth. And also I'd like to talk about the new GPS system that we got working now, where you can actually track where the game vehicle is on our game drives live under one of the links on our site. So, it's amazing. And there's lots of comments this morning in the chat room saying everybody really loves the GPS. I do. I think all of us here at WildEarth love the GPS as well. It's a really interesting thing, and will help us pinpoint some of where we actually saw some of the sightings of the leopards. So, like Karua this morning, we know exactly where we encountered her. So that's really good. And here's Sapiwe again. I'm just going to cut back to the watering hole to let you guys see. That's still kind of quiet out there, and still, like I say, I always joke with Sapiwe and some of you that the animals seem to know when the WeChat is, because they all kind of tend to disappear during that hour and then come back. So it's interesting. I think they want a little bit of a break from us, kind of go out. All right, and it looks like we have a question from Rose, wondering when will the leopards start to have babies. If some of the leopards are pregnant now, what do you think? Maybe a month to 6 weeks, or yeah, it's not too sure on how long the period is that it takes for leopards to have babies. I'm not too sure about that. If Peter comes back, I might have to ask him about that, or look that up. But yeah, off the top of my head, I can't remember. Sorry about that. But we'll try looking into that for you.